My friends, you are about to watch one of the greatest YouTube videos ever created. And I'm not joking when I say that, I mean it. As someone who has been watching YouTube since 2006, doing YouTube professionally since 2014, and loves YouTube enough to wear this jacket, I am telling you, what we are about to watch is one of the best videos ever created. History of the entire world, I guess. 181 million views. This technically is one of the biggest YouTube animations of all time. I have seen this video before, but it has been many years, so we are going to experience it together and give our thoughts, because I think this is probably the most human history squeezed into a 20-minute video that exists on the entire planet. I am not joking. So technically, this is also like the most important video ever made. I'm gonna stop hyping it up. Sit back and get ready for a treat if you haven't seen this. If you have seen it, let's watch it again together because it's been a while. My friends, I present to you history of the entire world, I guess.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Actually, most of it's water. I can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad. I'm sad. I miss you. How did this happen? A long time ago, actually never, and also now, nothing is nowhere. When?
True.
Never. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere.
Whoa.
It's been so everywhere, you don't need a where. You don't even need a when. That's how every it gets.
That's a good point. 20 seconds in, and this is the most meta thing of all time. You know, has anyone ever made you think that much, that quick? I don't.
Get this. I want to be something. Go somewhere. Do something. I want things to change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here, and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start. And that's exactly where it started.
True.
Oh, I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of? Quarks and stuff. Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1 jillion degrees. Great news, the quarks are now happily married in groups of 3, called a proton or a neutron.
Oh, thank goodness.
There's something else flying around too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too...
Yeah, it took a while.
Great news, the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other.
Oh, thank goodness.
Great news, the electrons have now joined.
Wait, how many years later did it take? Only 380,000 years later? Listen, sometimes I take a while to cool off too when I'm a little too heated. 380,000 years is not that bad, all things considered.
Great news, the electrons have now joined in. Congratulations, the world is now a bunch of gas in space. But it's getting closer together.
Wow.
And it's getting closer together.
10 million? 500 million?
It's a star. Just got made.
Wow.
Some stars burn out and die. Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier.
Whoa!
Which allows newer, more interesting stars to be made.
I mean, I actually, gosh, this is like genuinely such an insane video. Like, I forgot that the explosion of stars is what led to the creation of most elements that we have. This is already like so deep. All right. Guys, we are just scratching the surface, no pun intended.
Which allows newer, more interesting stars to be made and then die and explode into So now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks, ice, and funny clouds.
I love ice and funny clouds.
Things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Oh, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks. And it kind of made a mess, which is now...
Really?
It's raining rocks from outer space. Weather update, those rocks might have had water inside them and now
the moon broke off the sun? Is that true?
Those rocks might have had water inside them and now there's hot steam in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update.
Oh my gosh.
Severe flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean.
Yep.
Volcano alert. That's land.
Yes!
What? Something's alive in the ocean. Oh, cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever.
Microorganisms, bro.
And it can do that. It has secret instructions written inside itself telling it how to build another one of itself. So that's pretty nifty, I would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean?
Yes.
Now you can eat sunlight.
Woo!
Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food.
Taste the sun.
Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times. It's a sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm, and some other types of weird, strange water bugs and strange fish.
It's
scary.
the Cambrian explosion.
Wow, that's animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land? No.
See, homie jumps into his songs so quickly. I would love to freestyle on top of them, but Bill Wurtz's brain is just so fast. It's very hard for me to keep up and sing along to any of this.
Wow, that's animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land? No.
Yes. No,
Why?
no.
The sun is a deadly laser. Oh, okay.
Not anymore.
Feels like that sometimes with
Now the animals
Irish
can go on
skin.
land. Come on, animals, let's go on land. Nope, can't walk yet. And there's no food yet, so I don't care. Okay, will you learn to walk?
100
Plants up
million!
here? Maybe, said some bugs and fish. Okay, so I can go on land, but I have to go back in the water to
Have babies.
learn to use an egg.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger
Whoa.
egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on land in an egg. Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg, in the water. In the
And then
egg.
it survives to go
Works
back
for
to the
me.
ocean.
By ocean.
Oh,
And now everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see a map of the land? Sure. Now everything's dead.
Oh,
Just
no.
kidding, here are the survivors. Keep your
Oh.
eye on this one because it's about to become the dinosaurs. Here's another map of the land.
No!
Yeah, it broke apart. Don't worry about it. It does that all the time. Here comes a meteor.
And the dinosaurs are gone.
no, not the dinosaurs!
Here come the mammals. Look at those breasts. Now they're going to dominate the world, and one of them just learned how to grab stuff and walk. No, like walk like that and grab stuff.
No, so that's pretty important. I think about that as a person who owns rats. One thing that is extremely powerful as a species is having hands that can do things. You know how they say that dolphins are as smart as people or smarter than people or whatever? Listen, it doesn't matter how smart you are. If you don't have hands to make things, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter! You can't ever make buildings without hands. The only way that we as humans can do things without hands now is because people who have hands built things to make it more accessible for people without hands. So I'm not saying if you don't have hands, you aren't as cool. In fact, you're even more cool than people with hands. But I'm saying dolphins could not become people without hands. See how much you've learned in 4 minutes?
And one of them just learned how to grab stuff and walk. No, like walk like that and grab
Whoa.
stuff at the same time. And bang rocks together to make pointed rocks. Ouch. And set things on fire. Youch. And make crazy
Wow.
sounds with their voice.
That's pretty
Mean
cool.
different things.
That's a human person.
And now they're everywhere. Almost.
Ice Age.
What? You can walk over here? Cool.
Finally.
Not anymore.
Well, I guess we're stuck here now. Let's review. There's people on the planet. And they're chasing their food. Time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control the food now. Now everyone will want to be my friend and live near me. Let's all
Yay.
build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food.
What?
This is great. I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using
Everyone.
rocks for everything? Use metal. It's underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two rivers.
The
And
Nile?
animals are helping.
Guess what happens next?
More food and more people who
Yes.
buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track of the sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people and they invent things, which makes things better. And more people come and there's more farming and more people to make
Incredible.
more things for more people. And now there's business, money, writing, laws, power.
Society.
Coming soon to a dank river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my metal so lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad metal? Introducing
Forging.
with special ingredient tin from the far lands of Tinland. I don't know, my dealer won't tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what?
Egypt.
Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, I figured out-
That ancient Egypt is one of the most incredible ancient societies that has ever existed. Perhaps the most amazing ancient society that ever existed. But the thing about Egypt, it's so complicated, and also there's so much we still don't know about what was possible in ancient Egypt, because like we don't know how the pyramids could have possibly been created. So he just had to brush past the most incredible ancient society that has ever existed.
Also, guess what?
Egypt.
Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, they figured out how to put wheels on a horse. Now we're getting
And
somewhere.
it goes round
Also,
and round.
China.
Did I mention?
In this river valley civilization. Norte Chico.
The Middle East is getting more complicated. Maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clop clop. It's the people with the horses. And they made an
Nice.
empire. And then everyone else copied their horses.
Greeks.
Wow,
Look,
what
it
a
must be the
ripoff.
Greeks, or a beta version of the Greeks. Let's check in with the Indus River Valley civilization. They're gone. Guess who's not gone?
No!
New arrivals in India. Maybe it's those horse people I was talking about, or their cousins or something. And they wrote some hymns and mantras and stuff.
We could make a religion out of this. There's the Bronze
Oh.
Age collapse.
Now the Phoenicians can get down to business.
Oh,
Also, can we switch to
finally.
a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks. Look who came back to Israel. It's the 12 tribes of Israel.
And they
Wow.
believe in God.
Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step program. Here's some huge heads. Must be the Olmecs. The Phoenicians make some colonies.
Okay.
The Greeks copy their idea and make some colonies. The Phoenicians made a colony so big it makes colonies. Here comes the Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median.
It's the Persian Empire.
Wow, that's big.
I'm just keeping up for
the Buddha
now.
was just enlightened. Who's the Buddha? This guy who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore the fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out of this.
Pretty cool.
Oops, China just broke, but while it was breaking, Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals. The Greeks just
That's
had the idea
important.
of thinking about stuff. And right over here, Alexander just had the idea of conquering.
The Greeks invented the idea of thinking about stuff. Modern Stoicism is born out of what many of the Greeks and Romans kind of pioneered in the modern sense during a time while we have language. It's a whole thing. It's so funny because literally if you take any 5 seconds of this video, you can expand that topic to literally like tens of thousands of hours of longer videos about that topic. But this 20-minute video has everything squeezed into one. It is crazy. You know how Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's have literally billions of hours of videos made about them? Yeah, that moment in history still isn't significant enough to be in this video because that is how zoomed out we are. This is like the biggest video on YouTube, I'm telling you.
The Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And right over here, Alexander just had the idea of conquering the entire Persian Empire.
What?
It's a great idea. He was great. And now he's dead. Hopefully the rest of the gang will be able to share the
this
empire
point,
evenly
yeah.
between them. Knock knock, it's Chandragupta. He says get out of here. Will you get out of here? If I
Why?
give you 500
What the
elephants?
heck?
Okay, thanks, bye.
Time to
I'd take an elephant.
conquer all
I would move if I could get an elephant. I'm just kidding.
most of India.
What about this part? That's the Tamil Kings. No one conquers the Tamil Kings. Who are the Tamil Kings?
Merchants probably.
I don't know who the Tamil Kings
And
are.
they've got spices.
Who would like to buy the spices? Me, said the Arabians, swiftly buying it and selling it to the rest of the world.
Nice.
China put
Spices are
itself
pretty
back
cool.
together again, with good morals as their main philosophy. Actually, they have 3 main philosophies.
Go with the flow.
Out
I
here,
like go
horse
with the
nomads
flow.
run wild and free, and they would like to ransack your city.
That's not nice. Come on. What are you
Let's check the
doing?
Greekification levels of the Greekified kingdoms. Greekification overload. Bye, said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the entire place. Hey, said the Romans, eating the entire Mediterranean for breakfast. Thanks for invading our homeland, said the Jews, who were starting to get tired of people invading their homeland.
Yeah, guys, what
Hi,
the
everything's
heck?
great, said some guy who seems to be getting very popular and is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes him more popular. You can make a religion out of this. Want silk? Now you can buy it from China. They just made a
Or you can get their own water.
sick new trade routes, said India, accidentally spreading their religion to the entire southeast.
Oh,
That's a
wow.
good place for an epic trading kingdom. There goes Buddhism traveling up the Silk Road. I wonder if it'll reach China before it collapses. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep, said the Persians, making a new one. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build a long stick. Has anyone populated
So keep in mind, I don't know if you guys noticed this, they had the year number showing up. They had the year 300. So definitely keep an eye out for those years because it obviously helps us get an idea of when everything happened.
Has anyone populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it
Oh,
together.
I love Madagascar.
Still can't cross the Sahara Desert? Try camels.
That's hard.
Now we got business.
Said the Ghana Empire,
Other
selling lots of gold
places.
and slaves. Hi, I live in the Roman Empire, and I was wondering...
Is loving Jesus legal yet?
No.
What?
Okay, sure, said Constantine, moving the capital way over here to be closer to his main rival. Don't worry about Rome, it won't fall.
It's the golden age of India.
There's the Gupta Empire, not Chandragupta, just Gupta. First name Chandra,
Gupta.
the first.
Okay.
Guess who's in Rome?
Barbarians.
What's a barbarian? Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire. Or actually just half of it. The other half is just fine. But it's not in Rome anymore, so let's give it a new name.
The Mayans have figured out the stars.
Oh, and here's a huge city. Population everyone. The Gok Turks have taken
No,
over
I
the
wasn't
entire
there.
Eurasian steppe. Great job, Gok Turks. How's India? Broken. How's China?
No!
Together.
How's those trading kingdoms?
Bigger and there's more of them.
Korea has
cool.
3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom. It's the Sunrise Kingdom. Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top of a mountain, the real God whispers in Muhammad's ear. So he goes down to the cube where everyone worships gods, and he tells them their gods are all fake. And everyone got so mad at him that he had
That's
to leave
pretty
town
mean.
and go to
That's
a
pretty
different
mean.
town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well. The Roman Empire is long gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus, there's
new kingdoms all over Europe.
I wonder if there's room
I
for
don't know
Moors.
any of these names, dude. That's the thing, is like all the countries we live in, most of them had different names at different times because it was like hundreds or thousands of years ago, different people lived in the area. It had different borders. Keep in mind, Bill Wurtz didn't have no ChatGPT or no AI to help learn all this information. He had to learn all of this the hard way. He's telling me like all of these names, like most of these names of regions, like I was never taught. I know pretty much all the countries we have now, but I certainly don't know all the countries we had in 376.
Here's all the wisdom. In a house. It's the Baghdad House of Wisdom. Just in
Wow.
time for the
Islamic Golden Age.
Let's bring stuff to the coast and sell it and become the Swahili on the Swahili coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast.
Sure.
Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have
Sure,
the
I
biggest
guess.
kingdom in Europe, and the Pope is so proud that he invites the king over for Christmas. Surprise, you're the new Roman emperor, said the Pope,
Yes!
pretending to still be part of the Roman Empire. Then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France. The Northerners, or just Norse if you don't have much time, are exploring. They go north, from the north to the northern north, and they find some
Wow,
land,
the northy
two types
north
of
is
land,
northy.
and they name them accordingly. They also invade some other places and get called many names.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was really funny. A lot of people joke about how Iceland is green and Greenland is ice. So they like should have flip-flopped the name. I think that is so funny. Someone smarter than me probably knows the answer to this and like why it actually makes sense. Like maybe English people who translated the names got it wrong and then we just never corrected it. But that is just such a funny quirk about our Earth.
Two types of land, and they name them accordingly. They also invade some other places and get called many names, such as Vikings. There's the Rus.
Oh, that's a
the
cool
Kievan
name to be
Rus.
called,
Are they
though.
Vikings? I don't think so, said the Kievan Rus. Okay, fair enough.
Fine.
The Pope is ready to make some more emperors of the Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire. It's actually Germany, but don't worry about it. New kingdoms.
Wow.
Which
cool.
brand would you like? Mine's better. Mine's better. Mine's better. Time to
Guys,
conquer
can't we
England,
all get
said William.
along?
It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's the Seljuk Turks.
Okay, we're over
Byzantine Empire is
year
getting so
1000
small, it
now.
almost doesn't exist anymore. We need help. They need help, so they call the Pope. Hey, Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back
on.
the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade.
Crusade.
They did many crusades, some of which almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got
Wow.
some sweet trade deals. Goodbye, Mayans.
Hello,
Aw,
Toltecs.
poor
Goodbye,
Mayans.
Toltecs.
Hello, Mississippi.
Look at those mounds. There's the Pueblo. I always wondered how to build a town in a cliff. Guess who's here? Come here.
Cool.
Where? Here. And Pagan is there. Vietnam unconquered itself, Korea just became itself, and Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the government.
They
China
do like
just
art.
invented bombs and typing. And the Mongols just invaded most of the universe. Nice going,
on,
Genghis.
guys,
I bet
why?
that'll last a long time. Some of the Islamic Turks were unaffected by the Mongol invasions because they were busy invading India. Is it Tonga time? I think it's Tonga time.
Yes. Tonga
I just found out
time.
where the Swahili gets all their gold. Look at this Chad. Means lake. There's an empire there, right in the middle of Africa. The king of Mali is so rich he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone
Wow,
said. The
impressive.
Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called Spain and not Spain. Please remain Christian. We will check in later to see if you're still Christian when you least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died. China's back, yay! Hey, come here, time to share. New kingdoms here and there. Oh, look
Aw,
who controls
nice
all
rhyme.
the islands. It's the Mahajapit, Majahapit,
The
Mapajahit,
Majapahit.
Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit.
Yes.
Oh, Italy's really rich. Time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth.
Wow, thank you, Da Vinci. Basically, what happened, Italy wasn't super rich, and then the money came along, and then suddenly everyone was like,
Da Vinci?
that's what it was like, supposedly.
Here's a printer. Let's make books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine Empire? Yep. said the
Yeah,
Ottoman
probably.
Turks. Nice job, Ottoman Turks. Oops, you missed a spot. Don't forget to ban Europe from the Indian spice trade. What? That's
Hey,
said
come
Portugal.
on, that's mean.
Spiceless.
Well, I guess we'll have to find another way to India.
Wait, said Christopher Columbus, probably smoking.
Bruh.
If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Chris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No, please, no, please, no, please. Okay. So he sails into the ocean
Nice.
and discovers more ocean, and then discovers the Indies and Japan. Let's draw a line to decide who gets which half of the world. The Aztec and Inca empires are off to a great
Half
start.
of the
I wonder if they know
world?
that
Good
Europe just
luck.
discovered their continent. The Habsburgs are marrying into so many royal families they might have to start marrying each other. Move over, Lithuania. Here comes Moscow. Ivan wants to make Russia great again. Move over, Timurids. Maybe go invade India or something. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The
All right,
one
I
where we
don't-
thought
I don't
the first
know.
guy should have been the other guy. Hey, Christians, do you sin? Now you can buy your way out of it.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. Yes, we all sin, regardless of who we are. That is just a reality of the world, and humanity is flawed. Anyways, things are starting to heat up. We are now in the 1400s, or I think we are now in the 1500s. Stuff on my side of the world is now happening in recorded history. You took long enough. Oh, and by the way, before any crazy people get any crazy thoughts that, like, I'm supporting any kind of conquering one way or another, or we are literally just watching history, okay? So just in case any crazy people are watching this video, it's probably not you, but there probably are crazy people who get really weird about history and can't just consume it without feeling like they have to talk about what they stand for in the process.
You know what would be magnificent, said Suleiman wearing an onion hat? What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big, said Ivan, trying not to be terrible?
Oh, it gets way bigger than that.
That they controlled the entire Indian Ocean, including the spice trade. And then that dream was real. And Spain realized that this is not India, but they pillaged it anyway.
Oops.
Damn, said England and France. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Then the
Yeah,
Dutch
we gotta get over there.
moved to Amsterdam. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1, can you get to India through North America? No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2,
True.
steal the spice trade. That's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway.
That's the discovery of Canada is what they were just talking about. That's my boys.
Question 2, steal the spice trade. That's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway.
Oh.
Guess where all the sugar's made? In Brazil. Stolen. In the Caribbean. And it's so profitable you might forget to not do slavery. The next thing on Russia's to-do list is to get bigger. Britain and France are having a
they got
discussion
big.
about who should control the entire world. More specifically, Ohio. Then it escalates into a 7-year discussion, giving Prussia a chance to show Austria who's boss. But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who's boss?
A 7-year discussion. So that's why they call it that. Now I understand.
But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who's boss? Yes, they did. It's Britain. Guess who's broke? Also Britain. So they start taxing America. Who says America?
Come on,
declaring their
Britain.
independence and fighting for it?
Yeah, we're gonna
France
do our
helps
own
them win.
thing.
Now France is broke, and Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different continent. Wait, if France is broke, why do the king and queen still wear such fancy dresses? Let's overthrow the palace and
point.
cut all their heads off, said Robespierre, cutting everybody's head off until someone eventually got mad and cut his head
Well,
off.
that
You can make
escalated
it quick.
quickly.
No, don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the slaves, who free themselves by killing their masters. Why didn't we think of this before? Wait, who's in charge of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe.
Nice
Luckily, they
try,
banished him to an
Napoleon.
island.
But he came back.
Luckily, they banished him to another island. There goes Latin America, becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power.
That's a
so
lot
now
of
they can make
independence.
Many different types of machines and factories with machines in them, so they can make a lot of products real fast.
Then they invent some trains and conquer India. and
Nice,
put
I
some
like trains.
there. Hey, China, said Britain, buy stuff from us. Nah, dude, we already got everything, says China. So Britain tried to get them addicted to opium, which worked, actually. But then China made it illegal and dumped it all into the sea. So Britain threw a
call.
hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island. Britain and Russia are playing a game where they try to stop each other from conquering Afghanistan. Also, the
Sultan of Oman lives in Zanzibar now.
That's just where he lives.
Yeah.
India just had a revolution, and they would like to govern themselves now. Nope,
Okay.
said Britain, governing them even harder than before.
I just sent you a message through a wire, the machines!
Go crazy.
The United
Crazy.
States finally figured out whether slavery is good or bad. It's bad. they
Bad.
decided. And then they continued manifesting their destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too. I know, Africa, said Europe, scrambling to see who hit the fastest.
Guys, stop!
Britain and France are still hungry.
They never got Thailand.
The United States ran out of destiny to manifest, so they're looking for more.
Hawaii, Cuba.
Wait, Spain controls Cuba. Well, blame something on them and go to war. What should we blame on Spain? Let's blame the Maine on Spain. So they
Wow.
blame the Maine on Spain. Now we're in business. To celebrate, they kick Panama
Shout out
of Panama and
Philippines.
make a canal connecting the 2 oceans. Britain just found oil in the Middle East. It makes cars go.
Good job.
China is so tired of being bossed around that they delete their old government and make a new, stronger government, which is accidentally weaker and controlled by a guy from the previous government.
Oh.
Europe hasn't had a war since the last war.
See, I keep trying to like shout countries out and be like, yeah, good job, guys. But the next second it's like, oh, but it was a horrible idea and then everyone died. I'm trying to be supportive here as an innocent autistic man who just wants both teams to have fun. I just want everyone to be happy and nice.
Europe hasn't had a war since the last war, so they start World War I. Look at those guns. It's gonna be a great war.
That's not
so
good.
great we won't need a second one.
That's
After
not-
it's over, they blame Germany. Russia went on strike and the workers overthrew the government. Now everyone's paycheck is the same.
Communism.
A lot of bad stuff going on.
Union.
The Arabs revolt and Britain helps. Now the Ottoman Empire's gone, so we can give the
Jewish people a place to live.
Hopefully the Arabs won't mind. Let's cut the cake, said Sykes and Picot, carving up the remains of the not-so-Ottoman anymore empire.
Except turkey. Turkey makes a brand new
And then the
chicken.
Saudis conquer Arabia.
Sorry.
It just seemed like the right thing to do. Hello? Yes,
A
it's the
telephone.
1920s calling.
Yo,
Let's
it's the
get in car.
1920s calling. Actually, you know who's calling? It's Canada, boys. Because you know where the telephone was invented? It was Canada, baby. Alexander Graham Bell. Shout out.
Let's get in the car and drive to a party and listen to jazz on the radio and go to the movies. The economy's great and it'll probably be great forever. Just kidding. Japan is finally conquering the East and they're so excited they ruled Nanking way too hard. They should probably just deny it. Ridley was out of control, so the international community tackles him and tries to explain why killing all the Jews is a bad idea. But he kills himself before they could explain it to him.
That's World War II.
Bonus round.
Yup,
Pacific
terrible.
Showdown. United States versus Japan. Fight.
No, guys, no!
Finish him. Let's unite all the nations. and
Okay,
have some
I can't. Okay, thank goodness. We're stepping in the right direction here. It was very hard to do commentary over that last little bit. Shout out the UN. Let's try to get along.
Let's unite all the nations and have some
World peace.
Seems legit. Hi, I'm Gandhi, and if Britain doesn't get out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public. Wow, that worked. Bonus, now there's Pakistan. Actually, 2 Pakistans. One of them could be Bangladesh later. The Jews and the Arabs finally figured out which one of them should live in the Holy Land. Me, they both said at the same time. Let's divide up the land so everyone's happy.
Sight. They both get angrier.
Oh,
Look out, China. There's a new China in China. What's on the menu? Communism. No thanks, said the other China, escaping to an island. I wonder which one is the real China. There's the Korean War, Korea versus Korea. Nobody wins, then it's on pause forever. Let's meet the sponsors. Oh, it's the 2 global superpowers. They're having a friendly debate over which economic system is good
Not
and which
super
one is an
friendly.
evil virus of Satan. And they both have atom bombs. Fight! Wait, no, that would be the end of the world. Let's just keep it cool and spy on each other instead. And make sure we have enough atom bombs. I'll race
Oh
you to
my
space.
gosh, so much darkness in this point in history, but he's summing it up incredibly well. This is shockingly accurate. I'm sure there's a lot of people who have seen this who feel like maybe their history from their country is being oversimplified, but bro, this video is called History of the Entire World, and he has to fit it into under 20 minutes. I don't mind that he just said that Canada has beavers, and he didn't give us the shout out for inventing the phone. Man's only got a little bit of time.
I'll race you to space. Now let's make
Space
some more
race.
countries fight themselves. Europe is tired of pillaging other continents, and the continents they were pillaging are tired of being pillaged. So here's a
Makes
new map
sense.
with new countries. Now you can't tell who they're being pillaged by. The United States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided
Bad.
it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need another minute to think about
Nice.
it. Let's check the world population. Whoa. Okay.
What happened?
Technology's better too, that might keep happening. The Soviet Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls apart. Europe makes a union, so now they can all use the same money, except Britain because they don't feel like it.
Yeah,
Let's check
come
the map.
on, Britain.
Surprise, it's on the computer. Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything? Surprise, it's on the computer. Now your phone's a computer, which is in your pocket. Whoops, the economy just
Oh,
crashed.
boy.
Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise, flying
They
robots.
failed. Nope.
Bombs. Want to print a brain? Some people have
Yeah.
no friends. Some people have no food. The globe is warming.
And the ocean is full of plastic.
That's
Let's
bad.
save the planet, said everybody, not knowing how. Let's invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented
Oh,
by
no.
a thing
This is the
inventor.
future.
That's pretty cool. By the way, where are we?
How on earth does this video exist? And this video was made before AI. Homie really had to do all the research. This video already has 6 million likes, but it's so good that it deserves an extra boop of the like button. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you've hit like on my video and are subscribed and stuff. And if you want to check out more of Bill Wurtz's stuff, here's his channel, absolute legend. He made one of the greatest videos of all time. Let me know what you thought of it as well. Here's a video of mine that I think you should watch next. Here's a video of mine that YouTube thinks you should watch next. Up to you what you want to watch next. I will see you there. Do not let me disappear. Do not let me disappear. You need to watch more!